So here we go again. Another boss babe, who thinks dating is just a fancy way to finance her lifestyle, until reality hits like the check at the end of a $1,200 dinner. Because apparently, this woman thought she was entitled to eat like royalty just for showing up and breathing across the table. But the moment the man didn't pull out his card like a trained ATM, she had a full-blown meltdown, and of course posted about it online like she's the victim. As we proceed further, don't forget to like and share video with your friends and family. Also make sure to subscribe Manosphere daily, and press bell icon so you never miss latest content.
I'm not doing that.
You just gonna
I'm
split
not
it.
splitting no
Everybody
bill.
gonna put in.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why'd you come out to eat if you ain't got no money?
What are you? I have enough money for my meal. My meal was only like $12.99.
No,
Why would I?
That ain't how it go when you go out to eat, bro. Everybody put in, bro.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You
So
got
what
to.
y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do?
You
What
just
y'all
gonna,
do if I don't
we all
split
just
it?
gonna sit in there. Ain't nobody leave.
We're not gonna sit
Yes,
here
we
because
is.
I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna leave.
Come up with your half. You're not getting out till you come up with your half.
How is that my half if I didn't have a steak? I didn't have pork
Yes,
chops.
you did.
I didn't have,
bro. Like Buka. You did, bro.
I had a side Caesar
You
salad.
laugh, but it's not funny.
Because I had a side Caesar salad.
Alright, bro, just come up with your half or you going to jail.
How am I gonna go to jail? Why? My half. It's only 3 of us.
If you
splitting
ain't
the
have
bill.
it, why you come out to eat, bro?
If 3 of us split $200, I'm paying $87.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Bro, no, you're not, bro. And we leaving a tip. Everybody dropping 100.
I'm leaving. All right, let me go to the car and get my wallet.
Nah, you ain't doing that.
Let me go to the car and get my wallet.
Take coffee dates, ice cream dates, drink dates, etc. are low effort. Okay, I had this man ask me on a date tonight, and he said, "Oh, let's go for drinks. I would love to take you out." And I told him respectfully, "No, I only do dinner dates." He was like, "Oh, I don't do dinner dates on the first date." Blocked. I'm not about to play with y'all. Okay. These men, we need to, as women, we need to stop letting these men get away with low effort dates and literally doing the bare minimum, okay? Because first of all, why are you trying to get me impaired on the first date? Or why are you trying to get impaired around me on the first date? I'm uncomfortable. Absolutely not. Dinner is great. You can have drinks at dinner. That's 100% a non-negotiable for me. As soon as you're saying that you're not taking me to dinner, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not trying to convince you. Is that you're blocked. Goodbye. The only time I would slightly understand drinks, like a coffee date, salad date, ice cream date, etc., is if he's like a millionaire, billionaire, okay, trillionaire. Like, unless you're up there. But the men that are doing this are regular men anyways. You get what I'm saying? It's regular men who don't want to spend the money on you.
I can't believe he made me pay for myself. Yeah. And I can't believe you thought lobster, wine, and 6 appetizers was how you say hello. Here's the real issue. It's not about the money. It's about the mindset. These women treat dates like job interviews where they're the employer. The guy's supposed to impress, spend, entertain, and then maybe get a thank you, if he's lucky.
A guy be earning to date you?
He needs to be in the millions. I'm a lucky catch. Like, he needs to be, be able to treat me. Do you know what I mean? So, even though I'm an independent queen.
Say your preference. What is your ideal?
My ideal would be like a millionaire to get me on a yacht, but that's husband material.
Yeah, what about realistically here?
Realistically, I reckon I can get a footballer.
It's not that men don't want to spend the money, it's that they want to make sure they even like you. Then we've got a guy asking another man some questions and his answers, sharp and accurate.
A hot girl summer. What does it mean when a woman says that? She's home. I'm a born again virgin. The past doesn't matter. I'm ready to be serious now. She's a Okay. I like this job. The next one is boundaries are toxic in a relationship. Why
I
she say
around. But I don't want you to find out.
I'm celibate now? What does that mean?
She's off.
Meanwhile, she shows up with zero intention of getting to know the man. She just came to eat, flex, and post it all on Instagram with a caption like, "My man spoils me nail polish." When it's her first date and she can't even remember his last name.
For it as a girl,
they can make up for it by being pleasant.
That's true. That's true. There is ways you can make up for it.
Why you laugh about that?
Or quote unquote wifey material.
Yeah. For like long-term monogamous commitment, I think we'll sacrifice a couple points in looks if she's like a really mellow, cool girl who brings us peace and isn't a headache.
Yep.
So is that your preference of a woman?
What? a woman who doesn't quarrel.
Who's not a
yeah,
fucking
that's
headache.
It says in the Bible.
Yes.
Sleep on the roof and be with a
Proverbs 21:19. Better to was it?
Man, he's been reading.
Better to live in the desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife.
You do understand, man? As you won, there are women in the chat room who would cut your to have what you have, and you're talking about it as if I'm not happy. You are fortunate, and I'm trying to be as delicate as I can, but you sound very entitled. You are lucky.
Okay.
But, here's what you do. You go down, if you want to check, go down to your local family court. And you sit in the gallery and you listen to the people who, the men and women argue over the kids and over visitation. You go in there and listen to all the trouble and drama that happens when a family is split up and two people are trying to co-parent. You go down the family, because what it sounds to me is you don't know how good you got it.
The check whenever. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what are the odds you cover this? I just think it would be nice if you paid for it. Come on, don't you want to pay for the little lady?
Alex, this isn't a riot date. We're friends. We can just split.
Let's be clear. If you go out and rack up $1,200 on food, drinks, and dessert, you better be ready to at least split the bill, or be grateful if someone offers to pay. Because the second you expect a man to cover your luxury tastes, you're not dating anymore, you're freeloading. And when that man decides he's not paying to be used like a walking wallet, you throw a tantrum and call him broke? Nah, he's not broke, he's smart. He realized the only thing empty at that table was your personality.
2024, I need all men to leave women where they meet them at. If you meet her in the streets, leave her in the streets. And when I say the streets, I mean clubs, bars, parties, yachts, the homegirl on a 2-man mission, spring break, Memorial Weekend, Essence Festival. Women who you meet at these places, the women who go to these places, are not looking for relationships. They looking for ducks and say it with me, ducks and you need to treat them as such. They're at a point in their lives where they want to run the streets, and that's okay. But don't set yourself up for failure trying to change that. You guys will meet a woman in a club, wife her up, and then 9 months later, get mad at her because she want to go out to a club and get drunk. What the f do you expect? In 2024, don't be that guy. Don't be the duck. Don't be the sucker trying to put lipstick on a pig, because it's going to resent you for trying to treat it like a woman.
Comment says that you're worth $350 million.
Not exactly that one, but yeah.
So, to all the women out here planning their next dinner heist, let me save you the trouble. If your idea of dating is running up a 4-digit tab and calling it self-worth, don't be shocked when men start treating you like a bill they forgot to pay. Because the real kings aren't paying for your steak. They're watching you go viral for the wrong reasons.
Was socially constructed to believe that if she's making the bag, she's independent. But when a man is making the bag, he never calls himself independent. Because when a man makes a bag, he thinks about in his mind, I'm making over 100K. I can get a girl that's going to fuck a year, and you're making $100,000 a year. It's not going to happen. The only way it happens is if you instill God into the picture. Because this is how it works. We all have our nature. A woman's nature is hypergamy. She looks for a man that's doing better than her. Something has to restrict that nature. A man's nature is polygamy, really. He wants quantity. He wants a lot of girls. Something has to restrict that nature. And I'm saying that the only thing that can restrict that nature is God. Then it's like, okay, I'm looking at him not only for what he could do for me. I'm looking at his true inside. And I'm loving him for him. But we already know that women don't love a man for them. They love...
What I'm saying is, I would rather get to know someone first.
So you want to be friends?
Huh?
You trying to be friends?
No, listen, no. I'm just not. I'm not interested. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I congratulations on being a virgin, though. I support that.
She don't gotta talk. She just gotta look. She look. She talk. What's your name? Girl, you know you want to talk. Look at you smiling and shit with that cute ass smile.
Yo, back up. You too close.
No, listen. Nah. I've been taking too many L's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need one dub. Like, come on, please.
And just when you think the story ends with her awkwardly splitting the bill, no. She jumps on TikTok the next morning in full makeup and rage. Ladies, beware of broke men who waste your time. Hold on. You wasted your time? You ordered $1,200 worth of seafood and cocktails, took 14 Instagram stories, called your girls from the table, and didn't ask him a single question about himself. But he wasted your time? Make it make sense.
Hello, excuse me. Sorry for
Yo, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Sorry, I've been really interested in you for a while now, and I'm like, you know what, just we live once, and I just want to get to know you. You might not, be interested in me, or I'm not your type, but I just really wanted to say hello to you, or just talk to you, just, to just get this feeling over with.
What the frick? Like, look, I'm sorry, but like, I've got a girlfriend still. Like, honestly, the energy you came with, you were so uncomfortable, you made me uncomfortable, and I don't get uncomfortable.
I was so nervous because I'm so scared because, I've been really having a crush on you for, forever.
Honestly, I've been in this situation before. Girls will come up to me like this, or even on messages. Yeah. I will slam your cheeks, but we won't be nine.
You are trapped in pathological relationships, and you see no way out of them. If someone who is sinking has their hands around your neck and is pulling you down, you're not obligated to drown with them. There's a rule too if you're a lifeguard. Some of you have had lifeguard training. How do you approach someone who's drowning and panicking in the water? Feet out, right, like this. It's like, I'll save you. But that doesn't mean you get to drown me while I'm doing it. And if it's you drown or both of us drown, it's you drown. And that's wisdom. That's not cruelty.
These kinds of women aren't dating. They're shopping. They're not looking for love. They're looking for perks. Dinner dates become transactions. You pay, she posts. And if you don't pay, suddenly you're not a real man.
Fuck.
6'8". You said my wingspan?
You play basketball or some shit?
No, I'm too busy working.
Do girls like that you're tall?
That's a tricky one, because girls don't talk to me.
Apparently girls want all guys to be really tall, right? And you're not bad looking either. So you'd think that you just have hella bitches.
No.
So do you personally think that girls care about height?
I think girls take care about everything, if I'm being honest. I was talking to this one girl, and she was like, you need to have a big dick. You gotta make 6 figures.
And what was she out of 10?
Out of 10? Say an easy 4.
Damn, that's crazy.
She called me fat. Where? Where am I fat at? And I was like, well, I have 2 of those.
So 6 figures and you're tall.
No.
I'm just fucking.
Nah, if I made 6 figures, shit, you would not catch me on.
What's your thoughts about short kings?
Short kings be having the biggest ego. I swear they have one shot with a tall bitch, and they're like, I can get any fucking. No, the can't. You got lucky. That's the point.
Meow. What a am I right?
That's the point.
Well, hey,
and you can't get lucky every time. I'm I know the shoes be showing I'm taller, but we're low-key the same height.
Shut the up. Shut the up.
Listen, if your definition of a real man is someone who buys your affection with food, you don't want a relationship. You want a subscription plan. What's next? She wants her next guy to set up direct deposit before the appetizers come out? The truth is, these women don't want equality when it comes to effort in dating. They want old-school benefits with none of the old-school values. They scream independent woman until the bill shows up. then it's chivalry is dead and real men pay.
What a strong 7. 10. Fine as all get out, tat out, body looking fine, every 10. So half of them acting that way. Here's where the strong 7 comes in. Looks wise, she can compete with an 8, but her mentality is not that of an 8. So she's more appreciative of you wanting her. As a result, she shows an elevated appreciation for you wanting her. Therefore, she treats you like she wants you. Strong 7. That's somebody who is an 8, don't act like one. That's what makes her special. Those are the ones that are married. The others, long engagements, quick marriages and divorces, or just perpetual singlehood.
What's up?
I feel like you were trans.
No. I like trans.
Yeah, she like a trans. I don't have nothing against trans.
Absolutely.
Are you?
No.
So are you lying right now? Scared? Coming on this line? What the f***? Y'all said 50 women.
Next, McQueen claps back at a woman who said a dog would interfere with their relationship.
Oh, that's a big man. Damn. You doing? What's your name?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. My name's McQueen. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Where you from?
I'm from Dallas.
Dallas? Okay, that's dope. Why you standing like you just...
Cause.
What do you like to do?
I'm a bartender.
You a bartender?
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. How long you been doing
I'm
that?
a full-time dog mom.
You're a full-time what?
Dog mom too.
Dog, what?
Dog mom.
Zog bomb?
Dog mom.
Dog mom.
Dog mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so if me and you were, about to get intimate, would that in the way?
She.
She? I don't give a whoever.
She might, but I'll put her to the side.
Nah, I can't do that. You gotta go to the...
But here's the plot twist. Real men are done getting played. Men have started realizing they're not obligated to fund some random stranger's bougie meal just because she swiped right.
Men or women have it harder in dating?
Women, for sure.
Why?
For example, you spend 5 minutes getting ready for a date. I spend an hour, or it looks like I didn't try. And it's just way too much effort to invest. Men aren't worth that, no offense.
But don't women enjoy putting makeup on?
No, I don't. I sweat it all off today. It was terrible.
Why do women wear makeup?
Because men have created the illusion and the, I guess, need for women in society. This is terrible. I'm not even drunk. This is terrible. This is awful. I'm terrible.
I'm just letting your thoughts come out. I like this.
I think y'all should interview them. All right, great. That was fun. Bye.
You say I want a man that make $100,000. You eliminated 85% of men. 85%, that leaves you 15%. Half of that 15% is married. 7.5%. Take that down to 3.5%, 4% that you got to choose from. Then you want him over 6 feet. 2%. He can't be obese. 1%. You don't like Sagittarius, Leos, or Cancers. Well, now you at 0.5% of a man that you got to look for. You got to find him, and then he got to like you back. That type of man that makes that type of money has requirements for a woman too that now you have to meet. This is why so many women are struggling that make money when they step out here.
How old are you?
43.
At 43, would you rather do a casual first date or something fancy?
Casual. Definitely casual.
Why is that the case?
Because it's a first date, and what if I don't like you? I don't want to be committed to like this big fancy first date.
But if a man finds you attractive and he has the money to spend and splurge, why not go to the Nobu for $600 just for dinner?
Because it's not about how much money he can spend.
So to all the toxic ladies out there crying over the bill, you didn't get ghosted because he's broke. You got ghosted because he realized you're expensive and exhausting. Want men to pay for your time? Cool. That's called a job. Go fill out a W-2. Until then, if you're ordering like you're at Nobu, don't be surprised when the guy you used vanishes like the tip you never planned on leaving.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.